Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Dr. Neha. Today is 11th of June and if we count the days, we have less than 15 days left for our English literature examination. What better than a power-packed one short Maha Marathon revision video for the topic Dalit literature? See, if we look at previous year question papers, even of 2026, Dalit literature has been asked. There were approximately 4 to 5 questions directly from the text of Dalit literature. Since you need to know the name of the work and name of the authors primarily, so here this video is all about Dalit literature, the complete A to Z of Dalit literature. If you have not studied Dalit literature so far, this video is going to be so much helpful for you that even by learning the names of the works that I am going to tell you today and of the authors, you will be able to mark down the correct option. So without much ado, let us start with our power-packed one-shot video lecture for the topic Dalit literature, and this video is completely useful for NTA UGC NET examination and for the students who are researching on Dalit literature, who are planning to do research on Dalit literature, and for my undergraduate and postgraduate students of English literature. See, Dalit literature seems to be a collective voice by the Dalit writers who are writing for their own self, examining their identity, examining their position in the society. Dalit movements have been there. Dalit activists have been there. Then why there is a need to start Dalit literature? Because literature is seen as a powerful tool, powerful literary tool that can inculcate the value of consciousness, the value of a revolutionary change. Even after the formation of the constitution, the need was felt to inculcate this type of consciousness amongst people, amongst society, because this caste-based discrimination has been there in our society for so many centuries now, that in order to eradicate it completely, there had been a need to run a collective drive, and in that collective drive, our literature came ahead and made this collective formation, made Dalit literature. See, Dalit literature is basically powerful literary movement that give voice to the experiences, struggles, resistance and aspirations of Dalit community. Their experiences are overshadowed, overlooked by society. While Dalit writer writes about his or her own experiences, his or her own struggles, his or her own state of resistance, struggle of resistance, how or she resisted the caste discrimination and what had been their aspirations and their expectations while living equally in the Indian society. So Dalit literature is a powerful literary genre or sub-genre that took into account the experiences, struggle, aspirations and movements of resistance on the part of Dalit community. So that's Dalit literature. And it emerged. Why it emerged? It emerged as a form of protest against caste-based discrimination. See, if we look at our Indian society, there had been this caste system on the basis of the class in which you are born. Not on the basis of the material means you have, but on the basis of the caste you are born. If you were born in a Brahmin family, you will be of the upper class society, and if you are born in the lower strata of society, you will be considered a Shudra. And and untouchable. You have to announce your arrival before bumping into some Brahman or the member of the upper class society. You have to wait at the water tank that someone from the high community come and give that water, fill your pitcher with water. You have to wait. You are not allowed to enter the premises of the temple. The untouchable community, the Dalit community, Dalit literature showcases the experiences and the resistance and the struggle they faced living in society. Say, in Dalit literature, not only the identity crises are taken up, but it reshapes the social ideology, the intellectual ideology that had been there for centuries now. Why it emerged? It emerged as a Dalit movement, Dalit literature, both emerged as a form of protest against the caste-based discrimination that was prevalent in pre-partition India. But has it had been eradicated? The question is, क्या आज ये eradicate हो चुका है? Not completely. Can you allow your maid servant or somebody who is working in your household to come to sit next to you in your dining room? Will you allow that? Or aren't you keeping separate set of plates, glasses and cups in your kitchen storage for these people? Aren't you giving away your worn out clothes to these people? What's that? That's caste-based discrimination. Because they are cleaning our houses, they are mopping our floors, we consider them as dirt. We consider them as somebody who is not equal to us. Even after 75, 76 years of independence and the framing of the constitution, we are not able to eradicate the thought, the ideology associated with a caste-based discrimination. Isn't it the reality? Yes, it is the reality. But prima facie, the concern of the video today is Dalit literature. We'll quickly jump on that because Dalit condition, Dalit struggle and Dalit aspiration, all we know that this had been a collective drive on part of the society, the geography and the politics and also literature to eradicate this caste-based discrimination. Caste were formed on the caste gave way to the class system. There were Brahmins, there were Shudras, there were Kshatriyas. The aim of the Dalit literature primarily is to seek social justice, equality, dignity and basic human rights. When untouchability was at peak, there were many writers who were writing about it. For example, our Mulk Raj Anand. My dear students, if you are preparing for this June 2026 examination, do not miss on Mulk Raj Anand. He is a very, very important writer. Make sure you know the chronology of all his work, right from Coolie to Untouchable, Two Leaves and a Bud. All these works, the Lal Singh trilogy, you must know of Mulk Raj Anand. Then it emerged as a form of protest against caste-based discrimination. The aim of Dalit literature had been to seek social justice, equality, dignity, human rights for the Dalit community. See, I can expand this lecture up till 1 hour, but I am trying my best to give you most information in the limited time possible. The word Dalit means broken, oppressed, downtrodden and marginalized. All these terms are associated to the Dalit community. The word Dalit stands for broken, someone who is marginalized and downtrodden in society. They are not taken equal on the basis even of humanitarian basis. They are taken to be inferior in terms of the caste in which they are born, and because of that caste they are attributed the lower class in the society. So Dalit literature emerges from the Dalit movement. It emerges from the resistance they showcase. Resistance Dr. B.R. Ambedkar showcased for this Dalit community in order to in order to bring them the equal human rights. Yes, but the intellectual equality or equality of the mind, equality of the common class is yet to be achieved, because so far this Dalit struggle has not ended. It is still continuing in our homes, in your homes. So we make sure that we develop this consciousness in that these writers aim to give us. We should develop this consciousness and try to eradicate it on our part. The terms and the movement associated with, because this is a one short power packed marathon video, we'll make sure that we know the terms and movements associated with Dalit literature. First is the Dalit Panther movement, and second is Dalit consciousness. See, my dear students, you know this thing very fact that we have heard the Black Panther movement, and what is Dalit Panther movement we'll know in this very video, because Dalit Panther movement that emerged in the year in 1970s after approximately 30 years of independence. Why there was need of this Dalit Panther movement? Because promises were made but promises were not kept. Promises were made in the constitution that there will be equality now on, but equality was not maintained. Dalit children, they were not given equal opportunities in terms of job. They were still looked upon as inferior. They were not allowed to take water from the same taps. Basically Dalit discrimination was still ongoing. That is why Dalit Panther movement tried to be a wake-up call for the society, for the politics of the day, and also for the literature of the day. The Black Panther movement became the pride of the blacks, and Dalit Panther movement became the pride of the Dalit people. It was primarily against racism. It was against class-based discrimination. You must know, you must have such sort of intellectual understanding of the literary concept if you are sitting for this examination. See, we feel that Dalit literature, Dalit movement came up only after Dr. B.R. Ambedkar talked about untouchability. We have so far, before B.R. Ambedkar spoke about it socially, politically and intellectually, we thought we normalized the concept of untouchability. We have normalized it even today. We do not allow our maid servants to sit in our dining room or to have the food from the same cutlery that we eat. So we have normalized the concept of untouchability, but I tell you, voices against untouchability have been there, right? The roots go back to Buddhism, because Buddhism, we believe in spiritual equality. We believe we all human beings, we all living entities, even human beings, even animals, we are equal, and there is one prime lord upon us. So Buddhist tradition, Bhakti movements, for example, by Ravi Das, Kali Das, they talked about the spiritual equality of human beings, and they questioned the Brahminical dominance. So ब्राह्मणिकल अथॉरिटी को हमेशा से क्वेश्चन किया जा रहा है, ये हमारी रूट्स है. वी बिलीव दैट दलित मूवमेंट स्टार्टेड विद डॉक्टर B.R. Ambedkar, but no, it has its root in the Buddhist traditions, in the Bhakti movements, Ravidas, Kalidas. ब्राह्मणिकल अथॉरिटी को हमेशा क्वेश्चन किया गया है, स्पिरिचुअल इक्वालिटी को प्रमोट किया गया है हमारी भक्ति मूवमेंट में, सोशल इनइक्वालिटी को क्वेश्चन किया गया है, एक्सप्लॉयटेशन ऑफ शूद्र एंड अति शूद्र को भी क्वेश्चन किया गया है. सो दिस इज नॉट समथिंग दैट हैज स्टार्टेड इन से 19th or 20th century, but it has its roots where our bhakti movement saints and Buddhist traditions, they were constantly questioning the Brahminical authority. So because it's a very like a one short video, so I need to touch upon all the things, but it emerged primarily with Jyoti Rao Phule, who in the work Gulamgiri in the year 1873, this author, inspired by the abolition of slavery in America, wrote the work Gulamgiri, and Gulamgiri in English means slavery. The abolition of slavery inspired the writer to write the abolition of slavery for Dalit people. Dalit people, as we have seen in Mulk Raj Anand's novel Untouchable, they have to announce their arrival. There is a movie, I am recalling the name of that movie is Shudra. You must see in order to know that how bells were attached, for example, a group of broomsticks were attached to their backs, and as they went by, they have to announce their arrival. Go away, untouchable is coming. And as they moved, because the broomsticks, they were attached to their backs, it cleaned their footprints. They were not allowed to take water from the tanks. They were not allowed to enter the temple premises. And as a result of which, the first work of Dalit literature has to be Ghulamgiri, the first notable work that questioned this caste-based discrimination, social inequality, and it promoted education. It promoted that there need to be intellectual education on the part of human rights, that human beings are all equal. So it was inspired by the abolition of slavery in America. We know कि जो अमेरिकन रेवोल्यूशन है, अमेरिकन रेवोल्यूशन मूवमेंट है, वो अराउंड 1875 के अराउंड ही है. So this work, Ghulamgiri, translated as slavery, was inspired by American in War of Independence. Next, we have the major architect of Dalit literature, Dalit movement, major architect of Dalit movement, who brought forward the issues of Dalit not only as a social issue but as a political issue and an intellectual one. He questioned untouchability. He eradicated untouchability. He became the architect of Indian Constitution. He is the one who spoke for the rights of untouchable. He is the one who prompted untouchable to convert to Buddhism, and he himself promoted the fact of conversion, of religious conversion, and as a result of which approximately 5 lakh people converted to Buddhism. Ambedkar movement is taken to be an equal of the Ambedkarite movement. This movement is essentially known as Ambedkarite movement, and the slogan of his movement had been educate, agitate, ऑर्गेनाइज. पहले एजुकेट करो, फिर एजिटेट करो, और फिर ऑर्गेनाइज करो चीजों को, बिलीफ सिस्टम को. उनके प्राइमरीली वर्क, आई टेल यू, डॉक्टर बी आर अंबेडकर की जो क्रोनोलॉजी ऑफ वर्क है वो हमारा लेटेस्ट 25-26 ईयर का PYQ है. सो बी आर अंबेडकर के वर्क्स की क्रोनोलॉजी आपको करनी है. एनहिलेशन ऑफ कास्ट इन द ईयर 1936, ये इनका पहला वर्क नहीं है, इससे पहले 1920s में भी इनके वर्क्स आए हैं. सो मेक श्योर माय डियर स्टूडेंट, बिकॉज my concern today is Dalit literature, so I am picking up those works only that concern him to the Dalit movement and Dalit literature. So B.R. Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of Constitution, the architect of Dalit movement. His Dalit movement is primarily taken to be an equal to the Ambedkarite movement because he was himself an untouchable, but he was educated. He believed in the education of the Dalit people. He believed that they should agitate and they should organize themselves. His work, Annihilation of Caste, is a speech, it's an essay, it's a powerful essay you must read, that came out in the year 1936. His other work, Who Were Shudras, 1946, very important. His third work, The Untouchable, Who Were They? Why they became untouchable. He has questioned the basic human intellectual rights, that if I am a human, you are a human, what distinguishes us? The caste, and this caste system has to be eradicated because essentially we are human beings. And also he questioned the very baseline facts that why Shudra people were not allowed to take water from the water tanks. वाटर टैंक्स में से आप और मैं वाटर ले सकते हैं, तो वो लोग क्यों नहीं ले सकते हैं? Why they people have to wait for somebody of the upper class to come and fill their pitcher with water? Why those people have to work for us? Why those people have to clean our latrines? Because they clean our latrines, we think that because they clean our dirt, we think they are dirt. This is a line I have taken from Mulk Rajanand's novel Untouchable, and that's such a realistic portrayal of the question of the theme of untouchability in India. Temple entry was restricted. That's one such read. If you haven't read Untouchable, your study of Indian literature, I tell you, is incomplete. महार सत्याग्रह, ये भी इनका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एक मूवमेंट है. कन्वर्जन ऑफ बुद्धिज्म भी इनकी एक मूवमेंट है जो इन्होंने दलित्स के फेवर में रन की थी. मॉडर्न दलित लिटरेचर की अब हम बात कर लेते हैं इस वीडियो में. मॉडर्न दलित लिटरेचर के जो पायनियरिंग राइटर है, प्राइमरी राइटर है, प्राइमरी लिटरेचर है, वो मराठी है. यस, कन्नड़ दलित लिटरेचर भी है, राजस्थानी दलित लिटरेचर भी है, पंजाबी दलित लिटरेचर भी है. और ये क्वेश्चन आया है, जो दिल सिंह नाम के एक राइटर है, वो एक पंजाबी राइटर है जिन्होंने दलित कम्युनिटी के लिए लिखा है. सो मराठी भी है, कन्नड़ भी है, पंजाबी भी है, हिंदी भी है, फेमिनिस्ट राइटर्स भी हैं. तो ये अपने आप में एक लिटरेचर बन चुका है. लेकिन प्राइमरीली जो हमारी दलित लिटरेचर के राइटर्स हैं वो 11 to 12 राइटर्स हैं जिन्हें सो फार हम ग्रुप कर चुके हैं, जिन्हें आपको इस आने वाली एग्जामिनेशन के लिए पढ़ना है. दलित पैंथर मूवमेंट अगर हम समझे तो दलित पैंथर मूवमेंट से ही जो है वो लिटरेचर को पावर मिली है. लिटरेचर एक सोशल टूल की तरह सामने आया है. सो दलित पैंथर मूवमेंट के हमारे 1972 बॉम्बे में ये स्टार्ट हुई थी. एंड इसके जो मेजर जो फिगर्स हैं वो है नामदेव हसल, जेवी पवार एंड राजा ढेल. इन ये जो मेन हमारे राइटर्स हैं. सो दलित पैंथर मूवमेंट से ही दलित वर्ड जो ब्रोकन, डाउन ट्रॉडन, समबडी दैट इज इंफीरियर, उनमें कैटेगराइजेशन किया गया है. दलित पैंथर मूवमेंट क्यों आई 1972 में, जब हमें इंडिपेंडेंस तो 1947 में मिल गया था और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन भी फ्रेम हो चुका था, एबोलिशन ऑफ अनटचेबिलिटी हो चुका था. क्योंकि अनटचेबिलिटी हमारे माइंड से इरेडिकेट नहीं हो रही है. हम अनटचेबल्स को, हम शूद्र्स को, शेड्यूल कास्ट को, शेड्यूल ट्राइब्स को, इवन वुमेन को, दिस दलित विद द इमर्जेंस ऑफ द दलित पैंथर मूवमेंट, ये एक ऑल एनकम्पासिंग मूवमेंट बन गई थी जिसमें हमारे शेड्यूल कास्ट, शेड्यूल ट्राइब, नियो बुद्धिस्ट, लैंडलेस लेबर, वुमेन, एवरीवन इन द सोसाइटी हु इज डाउन ट्रॉडन, उसे दलित की कैटेगराइजेशन में डाल दिया गया था. बहुत ही आई अवेकनिंग हमारी ये मूवमेंट रही है. एंड दलित पैंथर मूवमेंट बॉम्बे में स्टार्ट हुई थी, 1972 में स्टार्ट हुई थी, क्योंकि आज भी इक्वालिटी नहीं मिल रही थी दलित पीपल को. उन्हें जॉब्स नहीं मिल रही थी, उन्हें रिजर्वेशन नहीं मिल रहा था, उन्हें आज भी कास्ट डाउन ही किया जाता था, somebody that is inferior. अब आ जाते हैं अपने मॉडर्न दलित राइटर्स पर. मैंने लिस्ट ऑफ 11 राइटर्स दिया है, स्क्रीन पर आप 4 राइटर्स देख सकते हैं. पहले हमारे राइटर हैं बाबू राव बागुल, दूसरे हैं नामदेव हसल जिनका वर्क है गोलपिट्ठा, दया पवार जिनका ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल वर्क है बलूटा, शरण कुमार लिम्बाले पीवाई क्यों है, जैसे बी आर अम्बेडकर पीवाई क्यों है, इनका वर्क है अकरमाशी. अकरमाशी की इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन हो जाती है द आउटकास्ट. 1984 में आया है, ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल वर्क है. सी Whosoever is a दलित राइटर, उनकी जो राइटिंग की थीम्स है कहीं ना कहीं वो सेम है. सोशल रेफॉर्मेशन, सोशल रेवोल्यूशन, इनइक्वालिटी, आइडेंटिटी क्राइसिस, प्रोटेस्ट, सेल्फ को अटेन करने की उनके साथ साथ क्या क्या हुआ, क्या क्या उन्होंने स्ट्रगल किया है, ये सब उनकी प्राइमरी थीम्स है और ये सब हमें इन वर्क्स में देखने को मिलती है. लास्ट में मैं कॉमन थीम्स आप लोगों को बता दूंगी जो दलित लिटरेचर की है. Akarmashi, the outcast. Towards an aesthetic of Dalit literature. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आ चुका है कि अकरमाशी, शायद जनवरी 2025 का क्वेश्चन है कि अकरमाशी वर्क जो है वो किन्होंने लिखा है. दैट वर्क हैज बीन रिटन बाय शरण कुमार लिम्बाले. टुवर्ड्स एन एस्थेटिक. अब इनमें आपके डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन भी आ सकते हैं, मैच इट टाइप क्वेश्चन भी आ सकते हैं. मैच इट टाइप क्वेश्चन, यू हैव टू मैच द राइटर विद द वर्क और यू हैव टू अरेंज द वर्क्स ऑफ दलित लिटरेचर इन क्रोनोलॉजी. तो आपको दलित लिटरेचर में आज तक जनवरी 2026 तक क्वेश्चंस प्राइमरीली मैच इट पर ही आए हैं, लेकिन जो प्राइमा फेसाई वर्क्स है, इंपॉर्टेंट वर्क्स है, जैसे एनहिलेशन ऑफ कास्ट है, ओम प्रकाश वाल्मीकि का जूठन है, इन पर वेल एंड डिटेल क्वेश्चन आए हैं, जिसमें आपको इनके ट्रांसलेटर्स का भी पता होना जरूरी है. सो ओम प्रकाश वाल्मीकि का वर्क है जूठन, ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल वर्क है. आई टेल यू, ये मेमोइर्स का यूज करते थे, ये ऑटोबायोग्राफीज का यूज करते थे अपनी स्ट्रगल्स को शोकेस करने के लिए. नेक्स्ट हमारी फीमेल दलित राइटर है बमा. इनका मैचिट में वर्क आ चुका है. बमा का वर्क है कारुकू एंड संगीति. ये एक तमिल दलित राइटर है, फेमिनिस्ट राइटर है. नेक्स्ट है हमारी उर्मिला पवार. ये सब आपके मैच टाइप क्वेश्चन में आ चुके हैं. उर्मिला पवार, द वीव ऑफ माय लाइफ, ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल वर्क है. Next we have Baby Kamble, 8th writer, The Prisons We Broke, another important autobiographical work. Then we have Meena Kandasamy, जिनका वर्क है Touch, Miss Militancy, and is work Touch. She is very open, confessional writer, very practical writer. She talks about that women, Dalit feminist writers, they are double marginalized. First of all, they are marginalized because of the caste they are born in, and second, they are marginalized because of the gender they are born in. Such blunt, practical lady she is, Meena Kandasamy. इनका वर्क टच जो है, that has a forward by the most important confessional writer, कन्नड़ राइटर माधवी कुट्टी कमाला दास. सो टच का फॉरवर्ड इन्होंने दिया है. इनकी शॉर्ट स्टोरी है, पोएटिक कलेक्शन, पोएट्री है मस्कारा, माई लवर स्पीक्स ऑफ रेप, द जिप्सी गॉडेस. ये जो दोनों जो है ये इनकी पोम्स है, लेकिन कैन you just see the titles, the choice of the words? That is why she is taken to be the most blunt, most practical women feminist Dalit writer. Then we have कंचा इलाहा शेफर्ड लिखाना है साथ. तो इनका जो वर्क है व्हाई आई एम नॉट अ हिंदू, अ शूद्र क्रिटिक ऑफ हिंदुत्व फिलोसफी, कल्चर एंड पॉलिटिकल इकोनॉमी. कुसुम मेघवाल, ये एक राजस्थानी दलित राइटर हैं, राजस्थान दलित राइटर हैं. तो इनका वर्क है मालामल और गार्लैंड ऑफ मेमोरीज. अब देख लेते हैं दलित लिटरेचर की प्राइमरी थीम्स कौन सी है, दलित वर्क्स की प्राइमरी थीम्स कौन सी हैं जो सब में कांस्टेंट है. फर्स्ट इज इट्स अ लिटरेचर ऑफ प्रोटेस्ट, इट इज रियलिस्टिक, एंड दलित लिटरेचर एक कलेक्टिव वॉइस देती है दलित राइटर्स को. आइडेंटिटी का इशू इसमें टेकअप किया जाता है, रेवोल्यूशनरी होता है, स्ट्रगल होता है, अटेनमेंट ऑफ सेल्फ होता है. So I hope in these less than 30 minutes I have been able to justice to Dalit literature, and wait for my next video. It will surely be on the PYQs of Dalit literature. And तब तक आप इस लेक्चर से अपने क्विक नोट्स प्रिपेयर कर लीजिए, क्विक राइटर्स प्रिपेयर कर लीजिए, उनके वर्क्स प्रिपेयर कर लीजिए और अंडरस्टैंड कर लीजिए अकरमाशी किसने लिखा है, जूठन किसने लिखा है. लेकिन कुछ ऐसे वर्क हैं जो PYQ के थ्रू समझेंगे जो इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर डीपर इनसाइट्स ऑल्सो. सो ऑन दैट नोट, दिस इज डॉक्टर नेहा. इफ यू लाइक द वे आई हैव कैरिड आउट दिस पावर पैक्ड महामैराथन वीडियो ऑफ दलित लिटरेचर, प्लीज डू लाइक, comment your reviews and share this channel. Let us grow together. I wish you all the very best as you prepare.